I hope you're having a great day. I hope you have a great weekend coming up. I want to talk about an Indian superfood. My definition of superfoods are very different. Superfoods shouldn't have to be expensive, number one. Most superfoods come from nature. Most superfoods have the wrong meaning around them. People think that if I take a superfood, my diabetes will go. If I take a superfood, my cancer will go. If I take a superfood, my headache will go. Superfoods don't work like that. The definition of a superfood, a food which is nutrient dense, which can have an impact on lowering inflammation in the body, increasing your immune system. Superfoods can work with one another food. It doesn't have to be just one food. You can't take a goji berry and expect it to change your health if you're lazy, if you're sleep deprived, if you're eating junk throughout the day. And when we look at superfoods today, we spend a lot of money on these things. They're normal foods, like an amla, for example, is a superfood. It is so rich in vitamin C, it is considered a superfood on its own. But the superfood I'm going to talk about today, all of you at some point in your life, you'll are eating it, you'll have eaten it, or you eat it regularly. You can make it in your kitchen right now. It's inexpensive. The ingredients do not cost you money. I'm talking about the chutney. The Indian chutney, we have a tomato chutney, we have a onion garlic chutney, we have a coriander chutney, we have a mint chutney. Let me break it down to you why this is a superfood. A chutney, when you look at a chutney, we just see it as a side dish with our dosa or our idli or with our vegetables, but you don't understand how much of health, how nutrient dense a well-made chutney is. Number one, chutney is, for people who are not Indian, chutney is spelled C-H-U-T-N-E-Y. There's several ingredients, spices, seeds, sometimes nuts, fresh greens like coriander. They're mixed into a small paste. And that paste is of a softer consistency, and you can dip your food in. You can have it with your idli, you can have it with your dosa, you can even mix it with a khichdi, and you can eat it. So what does a chutney consist of? Number one, it consists of fresh ingredients. You can't make a chutney with processed ingredients or packaged ingredients. It contains greens, which are great for your immunity, for every part of your health. Coriander, mint, some people put spinach in their chutneys. Then you have spices. People put jeera, people put ajwain, people put different seeds, different spices. Some people put a little bit of chili powder. You have seeds. Some people put pumpkin seeds in their chutney. Some people put sunflower seeds. Some people make peanuts. They put peanuts in their chutney, and they have a peanut chutney. When this is all mixed, fresh ingredient, no heat. Some people add coconut. So when you put coconut or coconut oil, you get the medium chain fatty acids, which is great for your hair, your skin, your gut, your liver, your weight, and everything else. This is a superfood by itself. By having a small portion of chutney with one or both of your meals, you are adding so much of nutrition into your system at one shot in a small quantity. So what are some of the ingredients that go into the best chutneys? Tomato. When you make a tomato chutney, tomato is rich in lycopene. You mix this with garlic, you mix this with ginger or onion and whatever other ingredients to make a beautiful tasting chutney. This is fantastic for cancer. This is great for men with prostate issues, enlarged prostates, cancers, breast, liver. It's an immune booster. Lycopene is an immune booster, so having a tomato chutney is fantastic for you. Some people do an onion garlic chutney. Right there, it's an immune booster. For flus, for colds, for viral attacks, for bacterial attacks, you cannot go wrong with onion and garlic. Some people mix onion and garlic with tomato and they make a chutney. The beauty of a chutney is you can mix all of these ingredients and make a chutney based on the taste that you have. We're going to post a lot of recipes for chutney right after this live. Some people do coriander. Now, coriander is great for flushing out your kidney. It is great for people who have water retention. So if you're making a coriander chutney for you, it is good for your kidney. It is good for your water retention. It is good for your weight. People add mint, especially in summer. Mint is extremely cooling. So you can add mint to your chutney as well. Coconut, like I said, a coconut chutney base is fantastic. It becomes a complete meal on its own, not in terms of calories because it's a small portion. But in a well-made chutney, you can have protein from the nuts that you add, like peanuts. You can have good fats from the coconut that you use, either fresh coconut or coconut oil. And you have all your veggies that fit into it and your spices. So you have everything for a complete wholesome nutrition in one small portion of a meal. People add mustard seeds, people add chili, people add curry leaves. Curry leaves, as you know, are rich in iron. They're rich in folic acid. So for women who are getting into pregnancy, women who are pregnant, post-pregnancy, a lot of people need the right amount of iron and the right amount of folic acid. So when you make a chutney out of curry leaves, with adding all of these ingredients. It's a superfood right there. Some people, to sweeten the chutney, will use jaggery. Do not use white sugar. You're going to take away all the healthy benefits of your chutney. Put a little bit of jaggery. Some people add a little bit of tamarind. So you have that sweet and sour. These are all natural ingredients. Jeera, ajwain, turmeric, it's up to you. Okay, India is known for their chutneys. Today people hardly use that because we moved our diets to pastas and all of that stuff. Okay, go back to your traditional way of eating. When a chutney is made with the right ingredients and the right way, don't fill it with oil, don't do any of that stuff. It is a superfood by itself, and the beauty is children can eat it. As you wean your baby off breast milk and you start getting them into solids and semi-solids, chutney is a semi-solid, and it gives them a lot of nutrition for their gut, for their skin, because all the ingredients that we mentioned are either anti-inflammatory, rich in antioxidants, antimicrobial, antifungal, antiviral. I would say a chutney is a superfood. And you can make this in your own homes. It takes you less than 5 to 10 minutes to put these ingredients together and grind it into a chutney. If you don't have it fresh, you're busy, you can even store it in the fridge for maybe 2 to 3 days. But fresh over frozen is always a better thing, especially when it comes to a chutney. So try different chutneys. You're at lockdown right now. These are basic essential ingredients that I spoke about. They're not fancy, so you should be able to get them irrespective of where you're living right now. Try out different chutneys. We'll post a couple of recipes for you, but this is a superfood. Even for elderly people who, finish with surgeries, they don't have large appetites. Giving them a little bit of chutney with their khichdi or with their kanji is amazing for them. For the elderly as well, where the appetites fall, having small portions of nutrient-dense foods like this, like a chutney, is fabulous for your health. So add this to your diet. Have a great weekend, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.